Okay, you guys, what's up? It is Saturday afternoon, and I just wanted to kind of like put on makeup and make this, I guess, a chit chat video in a way, but I'm going to be going through the products that I'm going to be using. I wanted to do a highlight and contour type of video using cream products. These two stick foundations that I just got from Tarte not that long ago. I've already done like a review on the foundation, but I wanted to use these two sticks to like do a contour and highlighting video. So we're gonna do that today. I don't normally do like cream contouring and highlighting, so this is kind of like, we're gonna just be doing this like to try it out. How many times am I gonna say like in this video? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to do that, and I guess we can talk about other stuff as I do it. I kind of want this to be like a glowy look too, since we're using cream products, and normally they make your skin look really supple and just like, you know, like skin. So I'm going to go in with my Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer, and I'm also going to prime a little bit with this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Now, yesterday when I did the foundation video, I actually didn't prime. I didn't use anything like any type of silicone primer. I just used my Pores No More. Not Pores No More. What am I talking about? I just used my Benefit Professional primer, and that was it. So I didn't really like just using that alone. So I'm going in with this one today. Hopefully it will make it where I'm not as shiny as I was yesterday. Just gonna put this Illuminizer just in certain areas of my face where like I would put a highlighter, just so it'll be more glowy. Normally I use this all over my face, but I'm like, I don't think I want to do that with using all cream. And I'm deciding as I go if I want to set. Of course I'm going to set my under eye highlight, because like you just need to do that because I don't want to be creasing. But in terms of everywhere else, I don't know if I'm going to actually set the rest of the makeup. I've been working from home for like the past 3 weeks because like our metro system here in DC and Maryland, they've been having like shutdowns and closures in some areas. So my boss was super chill. She's always the best. And she's allowed me to work from home. And this is my upcoming like last week of working from home. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to get myself back into the groove of going back to work, because I just feel like I've been more productive working at home. Just being by myself, I'm such an introvert anyway. But being at home working, it's like I can get stuff done so much faster because, you know, when I'm at work, I actually am a little bit more social at work. I talk to people, people come into my office and talk, and we'll just be chatting, and it'll be like, crap, it's been 15, 20 minutes. I could have totally been doing what it is that I needed to get done. And, you know, here, it's just me and my dog, and my husband, he'll be off to work and stuff like that. So I have so much time just to be here and doing work, and so much more productive. So then like when my day is over at 4 or whatever time, you know, my 8 hours are, where I can clock out, then I can do YouTube or whatever else. I don't have to travel like back and forth and stuff like that. So it's really great. I love it so much, and I really feel like I could totally be one of those people who work from home all the time. And I would never get tired of it. So I'm going to go in with this first foundation stick. This is the Tan Deep Honey. I'm going to do kind of like a base, I think, first of like my face with the foundation. And then I'm going to go in with Deep Honey. This one is a little bit darker. And I do like applying it with the Beauty Blender a lot more, because I found that it looks a lot more skin-like when I use the Beauty Blender instead of using like a foundation brush. Oh, and my allergies have been acting up so much. I never used to have allergies, like ever. When I lived in Georgia, never had allergies. And just this past year, I've gotten like issues with allergies up here. It's so annoying. So you guys see, like, this is looking good already. It looks like me. It looks like my skin. I actually want to try their powder foundation, because a lot of you guys have been asking me if I could do like add powder foundations to the series. And I'm going to share something with you guys. I actually filmed a foundation review using the Bare Minerals powder. Did not like the footage, so I'm not gonna be like editing that at all. So I need to redo it and include it, because that is one powder foundation that I absolutely love, is that Bare Minerals one. So this is the base that we have here with those two foundation shades. It is absolutely perfect match to my body with my little tan that's going on. So I really love that so much. And I'm thinking I want to just try using the foundation stick in Tan Deep Honey for like highlighting. I know it's not that light, so I may go in with a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape also, because this would be a better shade for me just to do that. So I'm going to put some, yeah, that's going to be not light enough at all. I really love this Shape Tape so much. This is like great. Everybody I talk to who's used this, absolutely in love with it, because it seriously is like full coverage. I'm gonna let that sit actually for a little bit, because I've been noticing when I let like my concealer sit a little bit just to dry up some before I go in and blend it out, it actually gives me more coverage. So I'm gonna go in with the darkest foundation shade, Deep Honey, and do a little contouring, or more so bronzing, because this isn't really a contour shade. But I actually have been liking using bronzers more, where I would normally put contouring. And then of course I'm going to go over this with the powder anyway. That is more of a contour shade, so it'll balance it out. I'm just go in and blend this all around the perimeter. I put pretty much bronzer or contour just around the perimeter of my face. And then it just blends out. Look how easily that blended out. And then I pinch the Beauty Blender right there at the butt of it, the booty blender. And then I do like a upwards type of motion, because I don't want it to go too far down, even though we can fix it if it does go down. But I want to try to prevent it from going down. And I just switch from both sides of the Beauty Blender actually when I'm blending out my contour, because I never want that super harsh line, even though it's going to go away a little bit more when we add powder to it. I don't feel like in my update video before I really got a chance to talk that much about like marriage and stuff. And since I've gotten married, I'm actually trying to cook more, trying to be a chef more, or learn how to cook rather, because my husband, he doesn't really eat a lot of things, or he doesn't like to explore eating a lot of things like I do. Like, I'm somebody who, if you put something in front of me that I've never tried before, as long as you tell me what the ingredients are in it and it's nothing that's gonna like harm me or anything that I've tried before and didn't like, then I'll try it. He is the complete opposite. He's like, look, I'm not trying to experiment, I'm not trying to get sick, so I'll pass on it. And sometimes it frustrates me so much, because I'm like, look, I want us to try new stuff. I want to try new things to eat and all of that. But he's just like, I'm so not here for it. So I've been trying to cook more things that I know he will like, even though I'm not the greatest chef. So I'm thinking I want to go to a cooking school or just take some lessons to try to learn how to cook better. If you guys have any suggestions, because I'm always on the internet like trying to look up recipes that are easy. And my best friend has been the crock pot. I love cooking everything in the crock pot because it's so simple. You just put all the ingredients in there, let it cook for 4 to 6 or 8 hours, and then you have this great meal. So I've been doing that a lot more. So you guys see we've bronzed slash contoured, and it looks super natural. That's what I like. It just gave you like some warmth to the skin. So now I'm gonna go in and blend out the highlight or the concealer. And because I allowed it to dry a little bit, you guys see it is giving me so much more coverage, which I want. So then I just go around it a little bit, blend it out, and sometimes I'll even go over it too with whatever like foundation is left. Look how full coverage that is. Like, look at it. Yeah. Cover these dark circles up, because I was up super late last night watching Orange is the New Black. I just started it, actually last night. and I got through a few of the episodes and then got up this morning and started watching a little bit more of it again. So I'll probably be done with it by this weekend. Because I love Netflix series. Like, I could literally stay at home all weekend just watching Netflix series. It's kind of bad. And when I get into one, it's like they're so addictive. Where you start watching, you're like, I'm going to watch one more. And then when this one goes off, I'm going to get up and like do what I need to do. And then at the end of it, like the last 2 minutes of it, it will get you where you're like, no, I need to see what happened next one. So then you'll be sitting there all day just continuously watching Netflix. It's horrible. Okay, so we've highlighted. It still looks pretty natural. It just brightened up the inner part of the face for sure. I'm not going to put any powder on my face just yet because you always want to use every liquid that you have. Use that first, then start setting stuff, because if you put powder on, especially underneath your eyes, and it starts getting other places, and then you put a liquid on top of that, not going to go so well. So I'm going to use this here. This is Milani Contour and Highlight Cream and Liquid Duo. So what I've been doing is using a little bit of this and just putting it on the tops of my cheeks. So we're like double layering. You know, we went in with the Josie Maran highlighter underneath the foundation and all of that. We're putting this on top of it. And then, of course, we're going to set this also. And then I'm going to go in with my ring finger and just lightly tap it out so I can get the most out of it. And you guys can already kind of see that glow. Let's get it on to your favorite song. Then I'm going to go in with my Airspun Coty Airspun loose face powder. I picked this up from Walmart. I actually need to get some more because I've had this for like a long time. So we're going to go in and start setting all of the highlighted areas on our face. So I just go in and pat out any little creases that started forming. And then I'm going to go in with maybe like that much on my sponge, and I try to get like right up under there. Only really in there because I don't want to bring it out where our liquid highlight is. So just right in there. Right in there. And pack it. And then I also do the top of my eyelids because they get really oily. And I did put a little bit of foundation up there, so I just want to set it a little bit. And then set a little on my forehead. Just wherever my T-zone, I tend to get the oiliest. And around my nose. Then I'm going to go in with this little palette right here, which I've been loving so much. I actually got it super discounted from like Nordstrom Racks or something. This is the Lorac Take Me To, or Lorac, however you pronounce it, Take Me To Tantego. And it's such gorgeous shades in here. This is more of a bronzing palette, but I like to use it for contouring a lot because I just don't really like, in the summertime, I don't really like those typical types of contours where it's like cool tone colors that you use. I'm more so warm tone. So I tend to use like these three right here. So I just pick up all three of those actually and go in and set that contour. A lot of times I try to just pick up the darkest shade too because it does have a little bit of reflex in it. So you're going to get that like bronziness for sure. And I just go in all of the areas where we already put down that cream. And I take the darkest shade and just put that underneath because we want more of a shadow underneath where the double chin is, you know, get that together. I don't really like to bake, if you will, because I feel like it makes my under eye dry. I do like to leave it under there just like a little bit while I do my powder contour and then go right back in. And I'm more so like pressing and sweeping a little bit because I want to keep it under there so it fully sets it and it doesn't crease as the day goes on. Going in with this Black Up contouring palette. It actually has a contour shade in it, which I do like. I use this interchangeably with the other palette I just used. And then I like using these two shades together. One kind of has like reflex in it. This one, I don't know if you guys are picking it up, or if the camera's picking it up. And then this one is more of kind of like a matte. So I just use both of them actually. I put my brush in both, tap off the excess, and then apply that underneath my eyes just to like brighten it up a little bit more and put some of that yellow into the powder. Now I'm gonna like contour my nose just a little bit, even though it doesn't really need to be contoured, but I like to have a little bit more shadow. And I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is Tantego. I forgot these actually have names to them.
The night is young, and you got me going on every single beat. It's my heart so deep, wanna wrap my arms around you, cause you sweep me off my feet. Girl, you know that there ain't nobody moving like you. You know you got me. I love the things you do. Maybe I'm getting into trouble, but I just wanna be your lover. Cause you're making me feel.
Okay, now the other part about this and making all of it look like it comes together and it looks skin-like is using some type of setting spray that's gonna make all of the powders and stuff that you did use on your face meld together. I am liking the dewiness that I already have. It's kind of like a natural dewiness to it. But I'm gonna go in with some of my MAC Fix Plus spray.
Ooh,